What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is, I don't know what the show's called yet, but Dylan reviews like random things and stuff and talks about them. I'm guessing you clicked on this video so that you could see some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Batman, which is what we are reviewing today. I'm going to be talking about all three of them. Ba-boom. So, yeah, let's jump right into it, shall we? So, whew, out of breath. Just ran downstairs to grab this. So anyways, I wanted to grab this Batman vs. Ninja Turtles, the Blu-ray, which I actually picked up on Black Friday last year for like $6, I think. So I did watch this before I got the comic books, because I just recently got the comics. And yeah, I enjoyed this quite a bit. It was an adaptation of the first comic book, which is titled Batman Ninja Turtles. I do have the deluxe edition here. Now, IDW have an ongoing Ninja Turtle series that has been going since 2011, and it's currently on like its 110th issue or something. But it's got a really strong following and is, from what I hear, incredibly well written. I did just pick a few of those hardcovers up, so I'm starting to work my way through them. I just begun Volume 1, so I'll get to reviewing those soon. But yeah, so I thought this was a really, really clever collaboration. I didn't know how well it was going to work. I mean, obviously I'd seen the movie. I didn't know how well it was going to work there, and that sold me on the idea of a Batman and Ninja Turtle crossover. But I actually think that the comic executed it a little bit better. It was just really well written and a pretty fun, creative story, and really engaging, so I definitely recommend it. There's even some heartwarming kind of tear-jerker moments for me in this, and at the very end of it, there's, I guess I won't spoil it, but there's a moment at the very end that actually kind of got me to like tear up, which was surprising. But yeah, let's take the dust jacket off here. So yeah, I really love the artwork here. As you can see, it's got a really fun kind of image that spans both sides. Yeah, I think the art is absolutely beautiful in here. But yeah, the story is really fun. It sees the Ninja Turtles, they actually get kind of sucked into a portal with Shredder, and are sent into Gotham City, which in this book is a different universe than New York City. So they recognize that they're in a completely, totally different universe. Whereas in the movie, they actually just kind of pretend that New York and Gotham both coexist. And so there's a little bit of difference there. But here, they get transported, with Shredder, actually by Krang, the ultimate supervillain of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle series. And they have been here for close to 2 weeks. And the Ninja Turtles, if they don't get their mutagen supply within 2 weeks, then they're going to die. So it's kind of crazy, but they're basically kind of following Shredder and hoping that they can figure out a way to get back to their universe. And of course, with Shredder being there and the Foot Clan being in Gotham City, they're causing a whole lot of new problems that Batman starts to discover, but he actually wrongfully assumes is the Ninja Turtles, which is why initially it's Batman versus the Ninja Turtles. But ultimately, I don't think this is much of a spoiler. It happens pretty early, and it's kind of obvious. They do team up. And yeah, really good story. Moving on. Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, I thought was a really great follow-up. In fact, honestly, I love all three of these. I'll throw this out there right away. But for the second one here, I really like because it just kind of builds on the characters. It's a really strong arc between all three of them. I feel like if you hadn't read any Batman or any Ninja Turtles, because I'm not really, I've read a lot of the essential Batman single stories, but I'm not really caught up to date with the Bat family and where he is in his ongoing series and stuff. But I feel like they build on these characters and the relationship they build with each other throughout the story. Now, one thing I didn't mention about the first one is that it does have Damian Wayne, which is the current Robin, which is actually Bruce Wayne's son, and Ra's al Ghul's grandson. So he is kind of a main character in the first one, and then he comes back in this one. As you can see here on the cover, he's got a really fun rapport and relationship with Raphael. And then in this one, the story mostly revolves around Donatello and him feeling kind of like inept amongst the turtles. He doesn't feel like he's as good of a fighter, and that he always has to be kind of rescued in fight situations. And so he doesn't really see his own self-worth. And so it's really interesting. Meanwhile, Bane. Oh yeah. So in this one actually takes place in New York. Through Donatello trying to reconnect with Batman, he accidentally swaps places in a portal, and Donatello first goes to Gotham, but then of course, in doing so, he swaps places with Bane, and Bane comes to New York, and Bane starts to try to take over New York. So Batman and Donatello have to get their way over to New York to join up with the rest of the Turtles and to take Bane down, and that's kind of the main story here. But yeah, it's mostly a Donatello character arc, and I really enjoy that. There's some really good, powerful stuff in here too. I didn't think it was quite as good as the first one, but overall, I still really highly recommend it. It's a really good story. And then lastly, this one just came out this year. Oh, yeah, so 2017, 2018, 2019, or fuck. Wait. Whatever. The Batman TMNT trilogy concludes. So it is the finale. I will say, like, though the character arcs continue to build with each other and the characters tend to play off each other really well, like, you can see that the relationships have built and grown. It doesn't really feel like a three-part, like, it's not like one story at the same time. Like, there's a different conflict in each of them, and I could easily see them doing, even after this, another crossover. So I'm not really sure. It doesn't really feel like a trilogy to me. They're kind of still separated, and you could almost jump in at any of them. But I do feel like the characters have built off of each other and work really well together. But anyways, with this one, what I really like here, I mean, this one has a lot more of like end of the world vibe to it, and I really enjoy this one. But it gets a little like just intense with the action. Like it's a little overwhelming at times. But the story is really innovative and fun, and it is a clash of universes. So Krang has built a multiverse out of the original Batman's universe and the original Ninja Turtles universe. So it's a little bit confusing, but it's told really well in here. So when you're reading it, I think you're going to understand it pretty well. But this one starts, and Batman is with the Turtles, and he calls them brothers, and Splinter is his dad, and they basically have a meshed origin. Then Raphael from the Kevin Eastman original comics, the black and white comics, he shows up with current day, with these current Ninja Turtles and Batman, and he shows up, and of course Raphael's like, whoa, there's two of us, and they're originally fighting and confronting each other, but Raphael starts to kind of break down how these universes have been collided and how you guys are just kind of imagining that you have this shared origin story, and that it's really Krang who has kind of put this together. And so it's really, like, this one has a really good emotional undercurrent as well from Batman. Because Batman, when he starts to realize that his origin, of what he thought his origin was, of having these four brothers and this dad, is untrue, he realizes he's actually all alone. And it's really quite depressing and sad for him for a moment, before, he kind of does rediscover the Bat family. And in this one, it does have like the full cast of current characters in the Batman story. So you've got everyone who's played Robin, so it's now Nightwing and Red Hood, and then the current Robin. You've got Batgirl. So eventually those characters do come into play here. But yeah, I thought this was a really fun crossover. You also get some Casey Jones in here, and April O'Neil, and it worked really well. I gotta say, like, overall, I thought these three stories, you could honestly, they are best to read in order, but you could honestly read pretty much just any of them separated, and I think you'd enjoy it. That is my review here. Thank you for checking out my channel again and for watching the video. I hope it gave you what you wanted and what you needed. And God, let's hope movies come out again, right? Like, I know there's Netflix stuff and streaming stuff, but Tenet was just delayed indefinitely. Really, I just want to see No Time to Die, and that is just inevitably going to get delayed again. So let's pray that comes out. But anyway, peace be with you guys. You guys are dope, and I love you. Peace.